Good evening and good day, everybody. It is your friend, Jay Victor, with another episode of Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast, being brought to you on this lovely April Fool's Day. And I don't have any jokes planned. Can you imagine that? It is a brisk and lovely Connecticut evening. Thank you once again for joining me. I really appreciate it. And not only is it April Fool's Day, it is also Delete Day. So if you've been entering a bunch of sweeps for a month, a couple weeks, 6 months, or like many of you did, the 99 flavor sweepstakes that I think has been running since last July, well, thank goodness that is finally over. I hope everyone is doing well. Phone lines are open. Any questions? Any big wins? Any sweepstakes that you feel have gone on too long? Drop me a line, sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. Again, sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. Now, before we get started with any reviews, any top 5 lists, I do have to say there was a great live put on yesterday by our very own contest queen, Carolyn Willman, in which she described organization. She described Delete Day and everything that goes with that. And the biggest thing that I took away from her live yesterday was the part that she was talking about positivity. I couldn't agree more with her when it comes to not only having a positive mindset about sweeping, you have to carry over that mindset into your daily life. It is never going to help you if, like we all do, you get into a dry spell, you see people winning, and in many cases, unfortunately, you see people wish the worst for others because maybe they're not winning out of jealousy or spite or what have you. Carolyn brought up a great point. And not only do you have to keep that really winning and positive mindset when it comes to sweeping, bring that over into your everyday life. And I'm not trying to sound like Tony Robbins Jr., but the fun thing about sweeping, in my eyes at least, is that can it be considered a vice, like scratch tickets? Well, when you're doing sweeping, you're not going out to a convenience store and blowing $100, $200, $500 at a time every week, sometimes every day, depending on how well off someone is. I don't know, and I haven't figured out yet, where this joy from this hobby comes from. Now, obviously, the prize winning portion of it is the fun part. It's always nice to randomly receive something in the mail or get a phone call or a text or an email saying that you won something. That's obvious. But what keeps you going? I can tell you every morning when I wake up, when I'm waking up, my son is also getting ready to school. We have a little chat. He has his breakfast. Give him a hug, send him on his way. And then when my sweeping begins, it's not arduous. It's not a torture. It's not something that I'm like, oh, here we go again, another hour of this stuff. I really wake up, and when I go into the studio/office, because I do my sweepstakes from essentially a desktop setup, even though it's hooked up to my laptop, I really, to this day, still enjoy the process of going through the sweepstakes. As I mentioned on delete day, I absolutely love deleting 5, 10, 15, 20 sweepstakes, whatever month it may be, and seeing a much cleaner version of my bookmark bar and keeping in the back of my mind, okay, those are done and over with, and let's see what we have coming to us this month as far as any wins go. Now, we're starting off April, obviously. There may not be any wins. We had a great run with Lunchables. There were great $50 gift cards from different surveys that I completed. And to be frank, with the end of quarter one, moving into quarter two for 2025, I don't think I'll ever have another sweeping quarter like I did Q1 2025. It went really well, and I was very happy with it. But like everything, good things come to an end, and we all eventually are going to hit some sort of dry spell. Like Carolyn mentioned yesterday during her live, keep that positive mindset. Not only for yourself, keep it for others. Congratulate people. Feel good that other people are winning. If you, and I don't know how this is possible, if you feel that you see someone in this hobby winning too much, keep it to yourself. You know, I get it. It's, if my neighbor comes home with a brand new car, first thing you want to do is become jealous. Don't be jealous. Celebrate people's wins and celebrate the good in other people's lives, just like they would celebrate yours if you win something or something good happens in life. So I'm going to remove myself from the Tony Robbins pulpit, and we'll move on to something that I've really been looking forward to all week, considering, as I mentioned, in other episodes leading up to this, that I've been doing reviews of different sweepstakes sites. Well, today's turn is going to be going to essentially the site that really started it all for me. Because after I won a $150 gift card to NHLshop.com, I wanted to see, what are these sweepstakes about? And then I remembered articles and clips that I saw on TV of people that do sweeping for a hobby. And I was looking at different websites, and I think a lot of you folks that have been doing this for any length of time will remember, I believe it was OLS, which was a massive sweeping site with thousands of members back in the day. And I even remember their forum. I think their forum went back to either the late 90s or early 2000s, something like that. That's a story for another day, obviously, whatever happened to that site. But I loved puttering around on that site. But the one that I always got my sweeps from, that the look changed, not too long ago, but they changed the layout. But this is really the main site that I use to this day. And it is another site that has a free version and a paid version as well, because we all got to make a couple bucks. But my go-to site that I've been using for years and years and years is ultracontest.com. So I've been using Ultra Contest, if I had to take a guess, probably since 2000, I want to say 18 or 19, but don't quote me on that. It's got beyond the great features, obviously, they have a chat room. They have a great search feature. On the paid side, they have code words. So if you look at a lot of the sweeps today, or at least some of them, they do have code words that you have to put in. And on the paid member side, the sweep itself will have unblurred code words, but if you're using the free side, as I usually do, they'll be blurred out. I was, as a matter of fact, contacted by Jamie, who's the proprietor of Ultra Contests, who this was the first time I had the pleasure corresponding with Jamie. But Jamie was so glad to hear me mention the website, and I love getting notes from the people who build these sites, because obviously not only is this it's a lot of work, you have to distinguish yourself from the rest of the crowd. And I think ultracontest.com does a real great job of that. Now, I won't jump into, the meat and potatoes of how this site is, because it's very similar to other sites. You can read about them and how they started. Behind the paywall, you can get code words. But if you're just talking from a strictly basic standpoint, and that's the way I've kept it for a really long time, when you get to their landing page, you will see a couple ads here and there, but I will say they do a fantastic job of keeping the ads on the non-paid side to an absolute minimum, which I think is great, and I'm sure a lot of people can appreciate that. When you get to the landing page on ultracontest.com, you can simply click on View All Giveaways, and it will default by recently added, which is what you typically want. You want to see the newest, the latest, the greatest. Now, if you create a login and you join as a premium member and pay for a subscription to this site, you'll be able to rate the sweepstakes. You'll be able to save your lists. And again, if you're not a person that's really great with organization, and we've talked about the other sweepstakes sites out there that can do the organization for you, Ultra Contest is no different. They can sort things for you. They will let you know whether you entered them. You can decline sweepstakes and block them out from your feed. They do a really great job, but the thing that I like the best about them, once you click on all giveaways, every sweep will have, and this helps someone like me who is really visual, it will give you a picture that will, once you get used to it, it will look very familiar. Like if there's something with cash, there'll be a bunch of currency on the picture. If it's a trip to Washington, D.C., it'll have a picture of the Capitol. If it's anything to do with, dairy farms, they'll have a picture of a cow. If it's like you'll see on the top 5 list this week, Narragansett has a backyard bar giveaway, and they have a nice picture of a patio set looking over an ocean. So it just gives you an idea visually of what kind of the sweep is all about. Now, when you click on the actual sweep itself, it will bring you to the next page where it will allow you to click Enter Contest. But before you do Enter Contest, it'll give you a very nice description of how this sweep works. What kind of prizes are there? What are the prizes? What is the value of those prizes? Are there multiple prizes? What is the total value of the prizes? What is the company that's running it? What is the eligibility as far as the states? What's the start and the end date? Is there an entry fee? What is the frequency? Is it a daily? Is it a one-time? Is it a monthly? They do a really, really, really great job of vetting every single sweep before posting it to their site. And there's even a little comment section underneath where you can add a comment in there. Now, I mentioned on the free side, yes, there are ads, and they're banner ads that, if you... Some sites you go to, the ads are plastered all over the place. This site is so clean, you really have to kind of look for the ads unless they're popping up in between page loads. But, I mean, they've done, on the free side, in my opinion, one of the best jobs of a lot of the sites that are out there. And I can appreciate that. So kudos absolutely to Ultra Contest. I've been using the site before this remodel. This site looked very different back in the day. When they redid the site, took a little bit getting used to, but they've done a great job with it. I love the look of the site. Like I mentioned, they have a great search feature. Everything is chronological when you go to the landing page and click on all giveaways. And even at the bottom, they have the page listing that as of today's recording goes from pages 1 to 32. You can click by any of the pages 1 through 6 to jump through. They have a first and a next button, and they also have a last button. So if you want to go to the oldest sweep, you could certainly do so. But another great feature about this site, when you click to go to the last page, if that sweep is expired and it's reached the deadline, it will no longer be on this list. And I can appreciate that because it gets rid of a ton of clutter there. And like I said, they did a real great job with the entire site. They have a really nice winner's circle as well, so you could read stories about other folks that have won using the site. So hats off to ultracontest.com and the way they've done their site. Again, I'm going to continue using it. It's been basically my number one site since I started sweeping as far as getting the latest sweepstakes. And it's saved in my bookmarks as one of 3 sites that I use, and it's a winner for sure. I think you'd really enjoy it. And then if we're talking about the pay features as far as organization, again, if you're a bad organizer and you really want to get into sweeping, I would recommend that you do some kind of paid subscription for one of the sites that I've talked about. If you do it with ultracontest.com, you're not going to be disappointed at all. Plus, as we mentioned, the code words on the free side, they are blurred out. On the paid side, you'll be able to see them. So for a lot of the contests that are out there, whether it's Wheel of Fortune or Oracle Red Bull Racing, the Young Sheldon Minecraft movie sweepstakes, where there's a different word every day. If you're not subscribed to a site and you end up picking up ultracontest.com, they have a section for that as well. So once again, congratulations and kudos to Jamie for doing a wonderful job on this site. I appreciate the site. And if you haven't already, if you're new to sweeping or if you've been in the game forever but have never seen the site, I suggest you check it out, ultracontest.com. Now, when I was looking at the site and I need to procure a bunch of different sweeps for my top 5, I came across, at least this week, way too many of them. So I'm going to take a little departure from the usual. We will not be having a top 5 this week. We are actually going to have a top 10 because there are so many new sweepstakes within the last week or two. And it's a little treat, let's say, after Delete Day. And I want to touch on all of these because I think they're all great sweepstakes. I'll put in my notes as far as being able to go to ultracontest.com. I will post the link in the notes section of the podcast. You can follow the link, go to the landing page, click on all giveaways, or maybe I'll just put the link to take you right to the first page. And if you go through pages 1 through, I believe it's 4 or 5, you should be able to see all of these sweeps I'm about to mention, plus many, many more, courtesy of ultracontest.com. So on this week's new top 10, coming in at number 10, and something that I have enjoyed all day, and I need to put in another entry because they're doing entries every hour up until tomorrow. The Chipotle National Burrito Day 2025 giveaway. Now, they've put in about $1.7 million towards this contest. It is open to all of our friends in the 50 United States and Canada, except, unfortunately, not for our friends in Quebec. DC is included. Ages 13 or older, parental permission required if under the age of majority. This one ran from the 31st of March, and it will be ending tomorrow. It is a daily. It is very short. You will get a BOGO code if you can unlock the burrito combo. And a little tip that I put for people online was, if you are playing this giveaway, select as many options as you can on your first turn in every section. So the first thing will be, okay, is it a burrito, a bowl, tacos, or a salad? That one you can only choose one, so you choose one. The next thing should be, what kind of beans? Well, select both types of beans. Select under proteins, choose 2 proteins, and then choose 2 different proteins on the second try if you don't get it right. For toppings, select all 4. For salsas, select all 4. For queso and guac, select both of them. And then work it backwards, because the game will tell you if you have it completely wrong, completely correct, or partially right. And since the contest started, I've been entering every hour. I have only missed maybe 3 at the beginning, but once I figured out the trick to the game, it was really easy. The BOGO is nice, what I am going for, and I'm a big fan of both Moe's and Chipotle. But what I'm going for here is that every correct guess gets you 1 entry into a drawing. The drawing will be 63 grand prize winners getting burritos for a year. So you're basically going to get 52 regular entree items at Chipotle, which, if I do the math on that, I mean, when I usually go there, it's what, $13 per burrito. So if we say 13 times 52, it's a $676 value. So good enough in my eyes, and definitely good enough to make number 10 on this week's top 10. Again, short entry period. It ends tomorrow, but I already got my BOGO. Trying to see if I could get that burritos for a year. So thanks for Chipotle for making this sweep possible. Really appreciate it. Number 9, as I mentioned in the beginning when I was describing the layout of ultracontest.com, the Narragansett Backyard Bar giveaway. Simple and easy. They're going to give 1 grand prize winner a backyard bar. And since I have been in the process of taking down my shed, I have a beautiful place to actually put this bar that's wired with electrical as well. So I hope to win it. It's got a retail value of $2,500, open to legal residents of the 50 United States and DC who are ages 21 and older. This one runs from March 28th to April 30th, and it is a one and done. So throw your name in the hat. Good luck to everybody who goes after that contest. Number 8, the Rock Bottom Golf Major Mega Giveaway. 16 winners, 1 per day. In the giveaway will win a sponsor-selected golf prize that will be listed as a new entry on every daily form. They're giving away $7,300 worth of stuff. Again, open to all of our friends in the 50 United States, including DC, who are ages 18 and older. This one started March 29th. It will be running through April 13th. And as I mentioned, it is a daily. So if you or your loved ones are into golf, definitely suggest that you try that out. Speaking, as I was speaking about code words, number 7, a code word based sweep, which having a membership to ultracontest.com would be handy, or obviously watching the show, or a membership to many other fabulous sites that we've mentioned before. The Sean Hannity Show's Tesla giveaway. So they will be giving one grand prize winner a 2024 or 25 Tesla Model 3, Model Y, new Model Y, Model X, Model S, or a Cybertruck. Winner's choice, as long as the value does not exceed $125,000. So your choice of a Tesla, go figure. Sean Hannity is into Elon Musk and Tesla. Who would have figured that? But a great prize, and it makes sense for a conservative talk show host to do something like that. Open, obviously, to legal residents and all our friends in the 50 United States, which is going to include Alaska and Hawaii, which is awesome. 50 U.S. states, including D.C., ages 18 or older and have reached the age of majority. This one actually started March 17th. I'll be honest, I myself was late to the game on this one, and it will be ending on April 11th. The entry is obviously a daily, and you're going to want to have a code word. So everybody who enters that, good luck. I hope one of my listeners or any of my sweeping pals end up with a new Tesla. Feel however you want to feel about the current political climate. We are here for this wonderful hobby, and if it can make someone's life better by getting a new car that they otherwise would not be able to afford, I am 100% all for it. Coming in at number 6, the Seaglass 2025 Hidden Gem Sweepstakes. One grand prize winner, very easy entry. It's a one and done as well. They will have a $5,000 gift card. Now it says $5,000 cash in the form of a gift card, so the assumption is it's not to their brand or anything. It'll be like a Visa or some kind of American Express gift card. They do have 10 first prize awards also of a $500 Visa gift card. So if you don't get the grand prize, good news is you get a shot at 10 great first prizes that are under $600. So good job to Seaglass Wine Company for making this sweep possible. Legal residents of the United States, ages 21 or older. This one started March 1st. It will be ending April 30th. And as I mentioned, it is a one and done. Throw your hat in there. You got nothing to lose. Coming in at number 5, Build Better with Milk Sweepstakes and Instant Win Game. My son stopped me because he saw me entering. He's like, wait. He saw Minecraft and wanted to know what was going on. I explained to him it's a chance to win $5,000 as the grand prize, which if that weren't enough, they got a ton of instant win prizes. Over 1,000. There's 10 $500 gaming chairs. There's 50 mini fridges. There's Fandango gift cards, Minecraft merchandise, Mine coins if you have kids or loved ones who play Minecraft, water bottles, beach towels, tote bags, notebooks, and tumblers through True Moo Dairy Company. And the $5,000 is noted as being given away via PayPal. So if you don't have a PayPal account, the assumption is that you will need one. But if nothing else, go ahead and sign up for one. Open to all of our friends in the 50 United States, including DC, ages 18 and older. This one started on March 24th. It's running a little long. It'll be going till June 30th, but it is a daily. Best of luck to everybody who enters that. And I myself am all gaming chaired out, so I wouldn't mind maybe some Mine coins for my baby boy there. He would absolutely love that. Coming in at number 4, the Quaker Top That Sweepstakes. I've been playing this one for a few days. This one started on March 24th. It's also going to be running till June 16th. It is a daily. It's open to all of our friends in the 50 United States, including D.C., ages 18 or older, 19 in Nebraska and Alabama. Total value of prizes here, almost $85,000, but the big dog, the grand prize of them all, is going to be a $10,000 grand prize check, which obviously would be very nice. They have 2,500 second prizes, a Quaker Snackle box in lieu of a tackle box. Snackle, I like that play on words. And they also have 625 first prizes, which is a Quaker Rice Snacks bundled prize kit, 3 rice cakes, 3 Rice Crisps, and a $50 Instacart gift card. So they'll have plenty of prizes if you're going to be entering that one. But again, the big one you're shooting for is that $10,000 check. Good luck to everybody who enters that one. The Xfinity Fan Cave Sweepstakes coming in at number 3. I did this one a while ago. This one's running from March 17th until April 7th, so less than a week left to enter this one, although it is a one and done. So if you have not been entering from the beginning, nothing to worry about. You only need to enter once. It is open to all of our friends in the 50 United States, including D.C., ages 18 and older, and those have reached the age of majority. One prize and one prize only, but it's a $5,000 check. So easy peasy, one and done. Get your name into that one. And again, it will be listed within the first 4 pages on ultracontest.com if you get onto their website right away once I post this podcast. Coming in at number 2, the True Green Lawn Makeover Sweepstakes. So a lot of good stuff here. A $25,000 grand prize check. A first prize of $15,000. And then a second prize of $10,000. So 50 grand total. Nice breakdown. 25, 15, and 10. 3 different winners. A one and done. Again, this one just started on March 26th. It is ending on April 14th. So short window there, open to all of our friends in the U.S. and D.C., ages 18 and older through True Green. So good amount of cash left up for grabs. And the last one, if Sean Hannity wasn't enough, we have the Benny Show Tesla giveaway. So another conservative pundit. Biggest difference, this one's a one and done. So it does have options on there to follow his site and his YouTube page. But once you enter in there, it's max of 1 entry, so it's a one and done. This one will run through April 15th. It started on March 23rd, open to all legal residents of the U.S., ages 18 and older, through the Benny Johnson Company. They're giving away a Tesla. I briefly looked around, and I couldn't see which specific one it was. The retail value is $42,490. So my assumption is, I mean, obviously you can't get a Cybertruck for that, and then some of the higher end ones you can't get for $42,000. However, if you're looking for a free car, honestly, who cares which model it is? One and done sweepstakes. Go ahead and get your entry in there. And as always, wish you the best of luck for that sweep as well. So, I apologize for firing through that top 10. I just didn't want this to go too long. So many great sweepstakes after Delete Day. I really enjoyed doing this episode, as I always do after Delete Days. As I mentioned before, very cathartic, very nice to clean out your bookmark bar or your spreadsheet or whatever you do to organize your sweepstakes. And get ready for a new month of new stuff and new wins and new luck and obviously all the best. I thank you, as always, but once again for joining me for another episode of Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast. I am your very grateful host, Jay Victor. Thank you, as always, for joining me. We will see you next week. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.
This has been a Father and Son production.